second half coverage of Hertford Town against Staines here on 90 Minutes Saturday Live. Half-time score, Hertford 2, Staines 0. Excellent half by Ben Hurd's young team. And when you look at what's going on around the league at a half-time, this could be a really pivotal 3 points for them. They're the only team in the bottom half of the table that are actually winning at a half-time. And look at some of the scores involving those teams at the bottom. Ashford Town Middlesex 1-0 down against Uxbridge, Northwood 0-0 against South Park, and FC Romania 6-0 down at a half-time at Tooting and Mitcham. So if those scores stay the same, Hertford could have a very handy 8-point cushion at the top, at the bottom of Isthmian League Division 1 South Central this evening. Got a feeling those Staines cannot be as poor as they were in the first half, surely. That game has restarted, and the Staines immediately got themselves in trouble once again as Glenn Yala has to thump the ball towards the halfway line. Fuma's there with Campbell. Ben Hurd goes up there with Hatabi, and the ball in the end goes out for a throw-in. Onto there to Toby Byron, helped on by Ben Hurd, and here's Luke Guymer. Guymer's pulled down, and surely that's worth a yellow card. Guymer was going through, and I think it's the big number 6, Harry Tucker. He's taken one for the team, and things just a little bit of handbags getting involved, with Isaac Pedro involved with Ibe in there. But the referee is just going to call them forward. Surely he's going to call the number 6 towards him at some stage. And looks exactly what he's doing. A referee this afternoon. He's Martin Gospel, and meanwhile the players have restarted on the far side. The referee's not even seen it, and he's about to produce his first yellow card of the afternoon to Staines Town's Harry Tucker. But, just a little bit impetuous on the free kick there, Hertford, and the number 6 it is indeed. It goes in to the referee's book. Ben Hurd will take the free kick midway inside the Staines Town half, left hand side of the field. Nice bit of insurance, the third goal would be, wouldn't it? But referee still wanting to work with somebody else. I think he's fully Aaron Eby forward, and he's also got Luke Guymer there, so not quite sure what the referee's going to be doing here. Eby's there with Guymer, so referee taking his time about dealing with this, it must be said, having a word with both players, and in the end, little and large, diminutive Luke Guymer, 6'5" Aaron Eby, as Ben Hurd will take the free kick. Hertford fans at the stable end decide to have a little bit of a sing, and why not? They lead here by 2-0. Ben still waiting patiently, 2-man Staines wall in the way. And Byron wrestling on the edge of the area. There's things for the referee to keep his eye on, but here comes the free kick, and all the way into the arms of the goalkeeper Jacob Adams. Adams clears on this near side, but it was a difficult one for Scarborough Williams to keep in play. And so Hertford will have themselves a throw in. Nathan Fuma, who seems to be fulfilling these fullback roles, doesn't he? He's not a natural fullback, but he's doing a good job there as Eby and Guymer are wrestling again on this near side, and Eby pushes the ball out. Guymer does well, and in the end it's the Hertford man who goes down, but Hertford get nothing but a throw-in from our referee, Mr. Gospel. Kit Brown is there, leaving the ball to Nathan Fuma, who will come across. He was one of 3 changes to the team that lost at Bracknell last week. Fuma's throw gets it back. Kit Brown, some nice footwork. Brown manages to keep it in. There's Ben Hurd now, helping his number 7 out. Finds Guymer. Guymer finds Kit Brown. Guymer's in the area here. Good challenge coming in the end, and it was unlucky as it bounced off of Kumari and hit Kit Brown and went behind for a goal kick to Staines Town. A couple of Hertford Town substitutes warming up on the far side. Ikamode, Sam Oyanoirin, David Ogbonna and Dane Batt on the bench for Ben Hurd's side. Plenty of attacking options there. Here's the attacker who's got both goals, Alfie Q. Q's ball on this near side for Kit Brown. Q gets it back for Ben Hurd. Alfie Q again. Alfie Q finds Ben Hurd. Ben Hurd for Nathan Fumo. Once again, patient possession from Hertford. As I say that, Isaac Pedro gives it away. It's Aaron Eby. Eby finds Glenn Yarler on the halfway line, the right fullback. His control lets him down though, and Ben Wayman gets back to do some defending. He brings in Kamuri. Kamuri though has to go back into his own half. The ball will land with Ryan Matthews to number 5. Matthews ball forward for Eby. Once more, Kamuri's ball on the far side, looking for Yarler, but Toby Byron sorts that out fairly comfortably. Challenge goes in from Kamuri, and Byron goes down, but I think it's only going to be a throw in. Meanwhile, we've got a Staines player down on the halfway line. Can tell you what's happening elsewhere for our local teams. Welwyn Garden City's game was called off this morning against Kempston Town. We're 1-up at half time against Bedfont. Liam Hope with his 25th goal of the season. St Margaret's been trailing 1-0 against Clapton. We'll be looking to do the double over the Berry, of course, so work to be done there for Tony and Ray at half time. Here at the Acre Cars, Hertford leading by 2-0. The Hertford lineup, well, we've got a break in play, by the way. Nick Hayes in goal. Back four, Nathan Fumer and Toby Byron are the full-backs. Harvey Gardner and Max Jessup, the two centre-backs. Isaac Pedro and Ben Hurd, the holding midfield players. Ben Wayman one side, Kit Brown the other. And Luke Geimer buzzing around just behind Alfie Q. Certainly attacking-wise, Staines have had real problems dealing with the Hertford's movement. Eby, I think, is not going to take any further part. He had that extensive treatment in the first half, did the number 4, and he's going to go off and be replaced. The first substitution of the afternoon. Asoma Emmanuel will be the replacement on that far side. And I can tell you that Ware have gone 3-up against Bedfont Sports. Can't tell you the goal scorer, but good news all round for teams in East Herts Country at step 4. Ware 3-up. In the big game at the top of the table, Westfield were 2-1 down at Hamwell, which would mean Ware would go second in the table. Hamwell will stay top. A bit of a way to go, but good work by Balls's team. Good work here by Ben Hurd's team as Ben Wayman comes forward. Wayman chipping the ball down the touchline. Emmanuel, the substitute, tries to bring in Scarborough Williams. All gets a little bit scrappy, and finally it'll break with Ben Hurd getting a good challenge in. But Harry Tucker will bring it forward for Staines Town. He's got Glenn Yarler making an overlap run, puts it into the area. Scarborough Williams had pulled over to this side, but he's controlling him down, and Fuma could bring it away fairly comfortably. Here's Kit Brown for Hertford. Brown, lively wide player, trying to weave his way left and right, but he's beaten to it by Arif Hatabi. Hatabi's ball's got Campbell through here. Campbell lobs it over Nick Hayes, and Staines are back in the game. Well, out of absolutely nothing, the ball lobbed forward, and Nick Hayes, well, Campbell found himself in a position between Gardner and Jessup, lobbed the ball over the advancing goalkeeper, and with 9 minutes of the second half gone here, it's game back on at the Acre Cars, because it's Hertford 2, Staines 1. Sheridan Campbell, and that is the first time that Staines have put anything anywhere near the goal. So let's hope they're not made to pay for those missed chances in the first half. Sheridan Campbell with a goal and a nothing for Staines Town. First goal of the season for the number 7. as Ben Hurd going away on that far side. Certainly more than ever they need the insurance goal now. Staines just look a little sharper in their second period, but let's be honest, they couldn't look worse than they did in the first. Throw in to be taken by Glenn Yarler on that far side. Yarler's ball down the line onto the head of Ben Hurd. Here's Ben Wayman. Wayman trying to weave his way forward, but here's Luke Geimer who picks up the scraps, finds Ben Hurd. Hurd coming down the left-hand touchline, delays it, looking for Alfie Q. All gets a bit scrappy. Geimer dives in. The ball finds its way to the halfway line to Murdoch, finds the goal scorer Campbell. Campbell's ball on the far side. Murdoch can't keep it in, and the Hertford will have themselves a throw-in. Meanwhile, another Staines player has gone down, just struggling a little bit. Looks like it could be Karim Kabouri, who's the current player with an injury problem. But he's got back up again, and the Hertford will restart with a throw-in on the halfway line. 11 minutes, second half gone here. Hertford 2, Staines Town 1. Hertford by far the better team in the first half, but Campbell's goal has changed all that for Staines. Got a game on our hands here as Adams clears only as far as Ben Hurd does well, gets it back off of Alfie Q, but is beaten by numbers, and there's the substitute Emmanuel. Plays it out that far side for Campbell. Campbell finds Emmanuel again. The two do well. Campbell's ball from Itabi. Here's Campbell again on that far side. This is much better from the visitors, got to be said. Emmanuel's on the right hand side of the box. He's there with Isaac Pedro, and Pedro does a good job. Manages to clear it away as far as Ben Wayman, who's midway inside his own half, tries to go round his man, gives the ball away. Could be expensive. Here's Itabi for Staines. Chips the ball to his near side though. Fuma will sort that out. Alfie Q gets a thump in the back from the number 5, Ryan Matthews. And a Hertford a chance. She'd get a bit of a breath. It's first time, and they've looked in any danger in this match so far. But Staines have got their tails up after that goal from Sheridan Campbell. Ben Hurd will take the free kick, looking for Wayman on that far side. Once again, excellent control by the teenager. Wayman brings it down, looks to turn inside Glenn Yarler. Wayman still going. Wayman puts it inside the box. His Kit Brown volley comes in from Luke Geimer and just wide of the target. Something out of nothing, but it was an opportunity. Hertford's first one of the second half, really. Adams will restart from the goal away to our right hand side to Hatabi. Ball on this side looking to release Scarborough Williams. Fuma's there again though. Fuma though, well, he had the chance to clear it, but in the end he's gone across his own box to Harvey Gardner. Here's Max Jessup, and Jessup does clear it, finds Wayman on the far side for Toby Byron. Byron's long ball forward looking for Alfie Q, but nobody there. And Campbell though has given it away. Q has got it back for Hertford. Q goes down wrestling his way past Yarler, and in the end it's going to be a throw-in to the visitors. Glenn Yarler will put it back, and a long punt, hopeful punt forward by Harry Tucker just puts the ball out of play, gives Hertford a throw-in. Throw-in taken by Byron, looking for Alfie Q. Byron gets it back again. It's going to be another substitution for Staines Town. Got a player warming up on that far side. Harvey Gardner forward for Isaac Pedro. Pedro finds Byron midway inside his own half, goes backwards for Max Jessup. Jessup brings in Geimer. Geimer, good ball for Ben Hurd. Ben comes across the halfway line. Possibilities here for Hertford. Ben plays it inside looking for Kit Brown's run, but it was good defending by Kinsaba. Kinsaba had missed that. Then Kit Brown would have had a clean run on goal. Harvey Gardner coming for Hertford. Finds Ben Hurd. Hurd has to turn backwards, but looks at Nathan Fuma on this side, doesn't fancy that option, brings in Gardner again. Gardner backpedals towards the halfway line. Guymer back to Gardner, who is inside his own half now. Ben Hurd for Guymer. Guymer forward looking for Kit Brown, does well to control it. Brown to the right hand side for Nathan Fuma. Fuma pulls it across the back. That's just the insurance that Hertford needed. Alfie Hughes third of the game, super move. Nathan Fuma's ball across the box, and there was Alfie Hughes, right place, right time. Hertford have restored that 2-goal advantage. It's Hertford 3, Staines 1. Right on the hour mark, and absolutely what Hertford needed. Hertford supporters at the stable end in fine voice, and why not? Super move. Nathan Fuma's crossed the box, and there was Alfie Q doing what a centre forward should do. Well, Ben Hurd's given him the number 9 shirt this afternoon, and Alfie Q with a massive smile on his face has obliged his manager with a hat-trick. Well, going to be searching for the record books. Last Hertford Town player to score a hat-trick. Answers on a postcard, please, or emails to Pete at 90minutesehr.co.uk. Got a feeling it could be Tommy Wade, but not going to quote that one. At Hertford now, coming back again. So important to get that third goal. It's with a young team. You just saw their heads go down just a little bit when Sheridan Campbell scored that goal for Staines. They needed that insurance, and that is exactly what they got from Alfie Q. 3-1 to Hertford. We're leading 3-0 against Bedford last time we heard. Someday in East Hertfordshire country, isn't it? As Hertford going forward, fancying a few more. Well, we saw them score 6 at Northwood, didn't we? On this near side, Ben Hurd for Guymer. Guymer does well for Isaac Pedro. Pedro goes in, caught by Campbell, and I don't think it was any more than just a lunging late challenge from Sheridan Campbell. And the referee views it that way as well, but it's going to be a free kick to Hertford Town. And just see a few Staines heads going down. It's been a torrid season for a team who had a torrid season last year when they came down from the next step up, having to almost field a youth team for a lot of games. Had a really dispiriting season, and certainly not got that much better this season. But this could, as I was saying earlier, be a massive 3 points for Hertford. Ben Hurd's going to take the free kick here. Maybe Alfie Q fancies number 4. But could have had a couple of others, of course, in the first half. Here's Ben's free kick. Curled in with the right boot. Alfie Q does go up, manages to get his head to it, but only diverts it as far as Ben Wayman. Wayman finds Toby Byron. Toby Byron's run the box to the good one. Byron still going, and in the end manages to chip the ball across, but the goalkeeper Adams did well and collected it on the edge of his 6-yard box. Long punt downfield via Campbell will land with Harvey Gardner, who finds Nick Hayes. Oh, Hayes' clearance is scuffed, but luckily it lands with Ben Hurd, and Gardner can head it clear towards the halfway line for Hertford. Kit Brown brings it down. Here's Alfie Q. He's got Guymer in good possession in the box. Q right hand side, but in the end he gives it away to Matthews. But Ben Hurd's wrestled it back for Hertford. Guymer right hand side manages to keep the ball in. Back for Nathan Fuma. Fuma via Guymer finds Ben Hurd. Good possession again from Hertford. Hurd turning this way and that. Ben Hurd still with it. Ben Hurd finds Fuma. Fuma just nips the ball off the left fullback Kinsaba and gives Hertford Town a throw in. On this near side of the field, Nathan Fuma will take it, finds Alfie Q. Q down on this side. Q's wrestling with the ball. Fuma finally gives it away to Hatabi, but Staines can't keep possession. Ben Wayman's pounced on that one for Hertford. And back they come in the opposite direction is Nathan Fuma. Fuma down the line for Alfie Q. Q looking for Wayman, and good challenge coming in the end from Matthews that stopped Ben Wayman going forward. Here are Staines going forward. And number 15, Emmanuel, on that far side, but good challenge coming in from Toby Byron. But Kit Brown has it. Just change wings for a while with Ben Wayman coming over to this near side. Long ball forward. But here's Emmanuel, the one of the substitutes for Staines Town. Here's Carney, the other one, the Albanian. There's number 16. Carney turning right, turning left, gets the ball across the box. And down went Murdoch. Nick Hayes could have been in trouble had he got contact, but he didn't. Near side, Hertford have got themselves a throw in. 20 minutes in to the second half here. 3-1, Hertford lead. And it's a thoroughly deserved advantage, it's got to be said. On the balance of play, they have been much the better team. But they've got to see it out. It's something they've had trouble with this season with a young side. It's all about game management here. As Gardner does well, heads the ball away from Carney. Alfie Q goes up, can't collect it. Kit Brown will try and get it on this side. Hertford got a problem with Harvey Gardner, who's hobbling on the edge of the 18-yard area. Guymer goes down, but Alfie Q wins the ball back for Hertford. Wayman on that far side have space, but Alfie Q gets the rebound off of the 15 Emmanuel. He's then brought down undoubtedly by Harry Tucker, who'd already been booked, and referee didn't give anything. Harvey Gardner's in real trouble here, which is going to be a real shame for him and a shame for Hertford. Haven't really got a natural replacement on the bench. But it was the number 5 who went down almost immediately. It looks like the left leg, it looks like his left shin that seems to be giving him a problem. But Ben Hurd having a little bit of a word with the referee. Not quite sure how they've reorganised here. Possibly Toby Byron could go into centre of defence. Ben Hurd could drop back there, possibly, or Isaac Pedro. But in fact, it's the ankle that Harvey Gardner's come down on. And receiving some physio attention. That's going to add some time, nail-biting time onto the end. Well, unless Hertford can score a fourth and a fifth, of course. But the leader here, 3-1. Man in front of me who's just come down to get a drink, Alfie Q, has been the hero. Scored all 3 goals, 2 of them from close range, 1 from the penalty spot. Kicked things off after only 10 minutes here. We're 3-0 up at against Bedfont last time we heard, so good day all round in Isthmian League Division 1 South Central, and the games can change dramatically after half time, of course, but Hertford were the only team in the bottom half of the table to be winning at half time, and the big losers look like being FC Romania, 6-0 down to Tooting at half time. And the Hertford, of course, have got to go to FC Romania. Before that, they've got to go to Chertsey next Saturday and then entertain a Harlow here in a semi-local derby. Of course, they feel they should have beaten Harlow at the Harlow Arena when they were 1-up in that game. Lost to a very late goal, 2-1. But Gardner's still getting treatment. Looks like he's going to be able to continue, which is good news as far as Hertford are concerned. Ben Hurd has relied on those 2 central defenders, Max Jessup and Harvey Gardner, who formed a decent partnership, the pair of them. But Steele down is not the first player to have extensive treatment. The referee holding the watch up to the stage bench to exhibit the fact that he is adding the time on. But Gardner's still receiving treatment. But no sign of change. Hertford substitutes warming up on that far side, all 4 of them, but no sign of an imminent change at the moment. Gardner's going to get up. Looks like he's going to be okay. which is good news from a Hertford perspective. He's had a bit of strapping put on around that left ankle, which seems to be the issue for the centre back, but he's going away and the game will restart. Just starts to descend into evening here at the Acre Car. It's been a lovely day, if not a little bit chilly. There's temperature going down by degrees now, no doubt about that. Glad of the big coat. But Hertford are going to restart with throw-in far side. Gardner still having some treatment on that far side, so Hertford are going to be down to 10 for the moment, but Gardner's going to be reintroduced now as the referee waves him on, as Wayman goes in on that far side, and in the end Harry Tucker just thumps it out. There will be a throw-in to a home side. Nobody in too much of a hurry to take it, and why should they be? 25 minutes, second half gone here on 90 Minutes Live with East Herts Radio, and it's Hertford Town 3, Staines Town 1. Alfie Q with a hat-trick for Hertford. Ball goes out far side. Hertford have got themselves a throw-in, which Toby Byron will take. Byron looks for Ben Hurd, just on the edge of the area. Ben turns well, he's inside the area, looked to set up Wayman, but in the end Staines get it clear, only as far as Isaac Pedro, but his ball equally is cleared up to Carney, the number 16, who certainly looks a much different proposition to what they had up front in the first half. Interesting why they didn't play him from the beginning, but far side of the field. In the end the ball is run out of play by the number 9, Ross Murdoch. So will be a goal kick to Hertford Town. Nick Hayes will take his time from the goal away to our left-hand side. A smattering of Staines supporters behind that goal. Can't be happy with what they've seen. I must admit their team have been better in the second period, but they were, awful. I think will be polite in the first half, but to be fair also, Hertford didn't let them play as Pedro comes forward. Pedro, though, loses out in the end to Kamuri, but he punts the ball out rather speculatively out on that far side, and Toby Byron will take the throw in for Hertford on the halfway line. Byron down the line, but Atabi will put it back for Matthews. Matthews will bring in Carney on the halfway line. Atabi gets the ball back again. Campbell's made a run down on that far side, but Toby Byron was alert to it and will cannon the ball. Well, he cannons the ball off of Campbell, came back off of Byron, and in the end it goes out for a throw-in to Staines Town. Throw-in going to be taken by Glenn Yarler. The right fullback finds Osai Emmanuel, one of two second-half substitutes for the visitors. Both teams only with 4 players on the bench this afternoon, and in fact only 3 players really when you look at Staines, because they've got Lewis Dixon, the goalkeeper, on there as well. As Luke Geimer comes forward for Hertford, Kit Brown's in plenty of space on this side. Geimer couldn't pick him out because he was brought down by Glenn Yarler, who once again is protesting to the referee. He's been having a constant go at the referee, Mr. Gospel, since he gave away a penalty after 10 minutes, as Glenn Yarler. And I think in the end that persistence is going to pay off, not in the right way as far as he's concerned, because he's going to get a yellow card. So Glenn Yarler will be yellow carded by our referee, Mr. Gospel. And got to be said from this correspondent, not before time. So referee pointing out here, there and everywhere, I think. Once again, Yarler shrugs his shoulders, puts his arms in the air. But it's going to be to no avail, because Hertford have got a free kick, which Nick Hayes is going to take 10 yards inside his own half. Commentary position here, right smack on the halfway line. Ball on this near side. Kinsaba lets it bounce, and it could have been to his detriment, because he had Kit Brown all over him. But defender did well in the end, but can't find a teammate because Ben Hurd's in the way. Ben belying his age to get a good stretch, put the ball out of play there. Kinsaba, the fullback, will take the throw in. It's near side. Kit Brown gets there first. Fuma keeps it in for Isaac Pedro down the line. Pedro again. Good header going in. And at the moment, anyway, despite that goal from Sheridan Campbell early on in this half, Staines not showing too much in front of goal. In fact, Hertford coming back in the opposite direction. Alfie Q down the right hand side. Q got defenders all over him and showing plenty of strength and good footwork as well. And in the end, the ball's hoofed clear and a high into the air by Ryan Matthews. Carney, this near side with Nathan Fuma. Fuma does well. And, once again, the referee's assistant taking an age to put his flag up, but this time he gives Hertford the throw. 30 minutes gone, rather, in the second half. Last 15 here at the Acre Cars is Luke Guymer for Hertford. It's been a good afternoon so far. Guymer's still going. Guymer across the box. Oh, and a near post. Ben Wayman had made the run, but in the end it was into goalkeeper Jacob Adams' arms. Far side of the field. Pedro's done an excellent covering job on Emmanuel. Super stuff from the defensive midfield player. As Byron chips it forward onto the halfway line. That Kamuri turns to his left to find Otabi. Otabi's ball is a poor one once again, and Hertford will bring it forward with Alfie Q. Q knocks it down, looking for Kit Brown, couldn't find him, and Yala gives Kamuri something to do, managed to get to the ball first. Here's Carney, who really does look a strong player, the Albanian. Used to play in his home country for FC Tirana. He's still going, but in the end he's beaten by weight of numbers, and the Hertford will clear their lines with Kit Brown, will they? Well, Brown's taken an age to get the ball clear. Just get out the other end, I think. A lot of people are thinking. Guymer, though, has other thoughts. Great run by Guymer, overhead kick by Alfie Q, but Luke Guymer couldn't catch up with it. As for once, you feel Luke Guymer's feeling the pace a little bit. But Q finds Ben Wayman. Wayman's in the area here. Ben Wayman onto the right boot. He's got two defenders in front of him, and once again the chance goes away from him. In the end, he manages to win a corner. Just not precise enough. That's something the teenager will learn. He's a real talent, is Ben Wayman. He can be better in those positions when he gets the ball at his feet inside the area, which I'm sure he will do in time to come. 13 minutes remaining, plus probably a good chunk of time added on for stoppages, it's got to be said, here at the Acre Cars. Hertford 3, Stainstown 1. Hertford looking to do double over the Swans and also complete only their third home league win of the season. Barking and FC Romania have departed pointless. South Park departed on a 0-0. And here, Hertford looking for all three against Staines as Ben Hurd takes the corner into the air. Oh, Byron almost got there, but it's Ben Wayman who'll pick it up on the edge of the area, looking to turn away from Matthews, and he does. Wayman puts it across. Hertford have got a corner on the other side. But Ben Hurd's got to trot across to the other side of the pitch and take a corner from that side. We get the thoughts of Ben after this one, of course, which you'll be here on 90 Minutes tomorrow night with myself, Simon Alamandi, and our guest Alex Harris of Wellington City. So look forward to that one, 9 o'clock on the 90 Minute Spreaker site. Ben's going to take the corner, right footed towards the near post, but Kamuri manages to get it clear, only as far as Nathan Fuma finds Ben Hurd on the far side once again. Ben down the line looking for Ben Wayman. Wayman's there with Yala. Wayman goes down, ball goes out, and Hertford get a throw in. A look of the linesman right opposite us. Hertford Town fans enjoying themselves at the stable end. And not too much to shout about at times this season, but they've got a performance to shout about here, particularly the first half, when the Hertford were excellent. Toby Byron will prepare to take the throw. Finds Ben Hurd. Ben just keeping the ball on that far side. That's all he needs to do. As Guymer goes down again, manages to wrestle the ball back. He really is the Duracell bunny, isn't he, Luke Guymer? Byron's got it on that far side. Hertford just hemmed in by the corner flag. Linesman's flag goes up. Guymer was offside. and Staines will finally get an opportunity to clear their lines. 11 minutes to go at the Acre Cars. Last time we heard Ware were 3-0 up against Bedfont at Watson Park. Paul Horse's team could be heading for second in the table this evening. And at the other end, Hertford could be giving themselves an 8-point cushion away from relegation. And here's Alfie Q on the edge of the area. Alfie Q almost wrestling it away from Ryan Matthews. But Adams put the ball on this near side for the all-action Carney. He can't keep the ball in. And Nathan Fuma will take the throw in for Hertford. A decent game at right back. Well, who hasn't had a decent game out there? And set up the third goal for Alfie Q, who's on the ball now. Q's ball forward. Kit Brown running on Matthews. And Matthews only managed to clear as far as Ben Hurd. The ball will break to the edge of the area. Q can't get there. Emmanuel goes down under his challenge. And Staines have themselves a free kick. Emmanuel, though, not taking it from the right place. And Staines will have to take it from 5 yards back. Matthews gets off Emmanuel. Now it's a rolling ball, says the referee. Hertford about to make her first change of the afternoon. And I think it could be Luke Guymer. In fact, it's going to be Ben Wayman who comes off. So Ben Wayman will come off. David Ogbonna will come on. Ogbonna, who played last week from the start against Bracknell, comes on for Ben Wayman, who was a real thorn in Staines' side in that first half. Didn't know what to do with him at all. It's winger for a winger, so Ogbonna will stay wide out there on the left-hand side. As on this near side, Matthews collects the ball for Staines. Gets it back from Emmanuel. Harry Tucker will find Kumani. Kumani's absolutely... Hertford shirts all round him, but Harvey sorts it out, and Emmanuel will get the ball back, but Emmanuel sends Tucker going away on that far side. All he can do is keep the ball in play, put the ball back to his goalkeeper, who just manages to get it away from the attentions of Alfie Q onto the halfway line, where Gardner, who seems to have run off that knock that he got, finds Toby Byron going forward, but tried to take on one too many there. Ball forward though once again. Gardner heads it down for Nathan Fuma. Fuma for Ben Hurd. Back for Harvey Gardner. Gardner turns and puts it back inside the penalty area for Nick Hayes. Hayes to his left-hand side for Max Jessup. Jessup looking for Byron. Always an outlet on that left-hand side, Toby Byron. It's been a good signing since he came here. Long ball forward. Ogbonna gets his first touch, controls it away from Yarla well, brings in Guymer. Guymer's ball though hits the fullback, and Yarla can clear it in the opposite direction, and Jessup will go all the way back to Nick Hayes. 8 minutes remaining. Hayes' ball has Nathan Fuma in space down this right hand side. Kit Brown's outside him, that's his only option, and that's who he finds. Brown on this near side against Kinsaba, the fullback. Brown managed to get the ball across. Oh, Alfie Q could have been on the end of that. It was a decent clearance, but Hertford still got an opportunity here. Ben Hurd down the line looking for Kit Brown. Brown finds Ben Hurd again, does he? Kinsaba just manages to get his body in the way, but only clear as far as Nathan Fuma. Hertford have got Staines penned inside their own 18-yard box here. Harvey Gardner coming forward to that right hand side, brings in Ben Hurd. Hurd turns this way and that, just keeping the ball, pays it back for Isaac Pedro. Well, Staines can't do any damage if they can't get the ball. There's Nathan Fuma on the right hand side. Fuma going for a run down that right hand side against Kamuri. Fuma's got round him. Fuma still going. Fuma goes, in the end the ball goes out for a goal kick to Staines. So, at the hurry up now, the goalkeeper, Jacob, they need something. Jacob Adams, they need something out of this because they trail there 3-1. Alfie Q with a hat-trick for Hertford. 2 in the first half, 1 in the second, and here's Luke Guymer. Edge of the area, Guymer in the tee at the top of the crossbar. It's a good opportunity. Not a bad strike from Luke Guymer. Well, winning ticket in the raffle being announced here. Be a double joy if that's a Hertford Town fan, because they're seeing their team here edging their way to victory in what was described in the Hertford programme this morning as a real 6-pointer. Well, they're only going to get 3 for it, but they're going to do the double over a team that are struggling down with them at the base end of the table. And also the news that, FC Romania has no way back from them unless a miracle happened at Tooting. They were 6-0 down at half-time. And Ashford Town Middlesex were a goal down at home to Uxbridge. So 3 points here is 3 points closer to safety. In fact, if you look at the table last year, Egham got relegated on 18 points. Hertford will have 17 after the end of this if they hold on to this lead. So as they're coming forward, Ogbonna's brought down. And Hertford will have a free kick. And the referee, well, it's Yarla again, and the referee is calling him towards him, Glenn Yarla. Off, say the Hertford Town fans. And, well, if he hadn't already been on a yellow card, then that would be marginal as to whether that was a yellow card offence. So it's up to the referee what he wants to do here. Yarla's been in his ears since the 10th minute when he pushed Ben Wayman over in the box and Hertford got their penalty. And I think the referee is just going to give him a lecture. So we're in to the last 5 minutes at the Acre Cars here. That's enough, says our referee. Ben Hurd is going to take the free kick for Hertford. Staines need a Hertford-style recovery. Hertford went into the 90th minute away. Staines 2-1 down. But they both conceded goals in the final 10 minutes of the games. Hertford have conceded 15. Staines have conceded 12. As Harvey Gardner makes his way up from the back. Ben Hurd waits patiently to take the kick for Hertford Town. Ben's kick going towards the near post. David Ogbonna, he can control. 4-1. It is all over now. Hertford's third league win of the season confirmed by Luke Geimer's 10th goal of the season. It's been an excellent afternoon here at the Acre Cars. Ben Herb with the assist. David Ogbonna looked like he'd missed the ball, but Luke Geimer went in, and 4-1 it is to Hertford Town. They've deserved it. What an excellent afternoon it's been. So 4-1, Luke Geimer with Hertford's fourth. And he was in the right place at the right time. Ball came across the box. And it looked like Ogbonna had the better of the opportunities, but Luke Geimer has put it in. Meanwhile, there's been a goal at Watson Park, which means it's 3-1 to wear against Bedfont Sports. And probably round about the same amount of time left there as we have here. But it's immaterial now because Alfie Q almost Rob Matthews. Could have been 5-1. But coming forward is Emmanuel, the substitute, on this near side. Ball hoofed forward and it comes off of Nathan Fuma, and it's going to be a corner. And I think Ben said something to the referee here. He's going to pick up a yellow card. So Ben Hurd picks up a yellow card by the look of it from our referee. But in the meantime, it's going to be a corner taken on this near side by Arif Hatabi. Alfie Q with a hat-trick. Luke Geimer with his 10th goal of the season have put Hertford in an excellent position here. As Hatabi will take the corner on this near side. Goes for the near post. Alfie Q heads it out and lets him do it all over again. 2 minutes remaining plus time added on for stoppages here at the Acre Cars. Hertford 4-1 in front and going on to 17 points this season. As the corner is an awful one. And in the end, Fuma manages to clear it at the near post. Derby doesn't control it well, but gets a second chance at it. Puts the ball across to the edge of the area. Emmanuel threads it inside that area. Side foot from Gamble. Hayes has no problems with collecting it inside the 6-yard box. Toby Byron, far side for Hertford. Taking their time bringing it forward. Here's Luke Geimer. Geimer for Byron. I say, Alfie Q's got the hat-trick. Luke Guymer's been absolutely excellent this afternoon. He's been everywhere as a little number 10. But it's been an excellent performance by Hertford. Oh, Gardner almost gave the ball away as I said that, but managed to get away with it. Kit Brown brings in Fuma. Fuma's ball bounces off of Kinsaba. But got a touch off Nathan Fuma going out on this near side, and so will be a throw-in to Staines Town. Well, looking at Staines Town, I've got a feeling that they're going to be struggling there or thereabouts at the foot of the table if they don't improve on this performance. 52 players they've used this season. I haven't found the right mix yet. Hertford, though, well, Chertsey away next week, and then they'll be full of confidence when they come back here to face Harlow in 2 weeks' time. That'll be an interesting one. Simon and Amandi will be here for 90 minutes on that occasion. And as saying earlier, 90 minutes tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. The thoughts of Ben Hurd on this one, and the thoughts of Paul Horsey on Ware against Bedfont, Ware leading 3-1. And also hear from Welwyn Garden City's promising young defender Alex Harris. Meanwhile, Isaac Pedro's gone down under challenge and just struggling a little bit on that far side. We're into time added on for stoppages here at the AKR Stadium. Excellent afternoon for Hertford Town. 4-1 up here against Staines. Going to be the biggest home win of the season, and indeed only the third home win of the season. Barking FC Romania have been beaten here, and Staines Town, well, Hertford have not only beaten them here, they've done the double. In fact, Carney's going to get a yellow card for that challenge against Isaac Pedro. Isaac's back up and okay. Hertford fans singing at the Sable End, and why not? It's going to be a good night for them. I haven't had too much to sing about here, but in the development of this young team and the players like Guymer and Ben Wayman, Alfie Q's come in and done a job, Isaac Pedro, there is plenty to be proud about at Hertford Football Club, despite the position in the table. And certainly I think we said at the beginning of 90 minutes, if Ben Hurd keeps his team up, then he should be in line for manager of the season. Well, a lot of water to cross under a number of bridges until we get to May, but at the moment he's doing a brilliant job keeping Hertford well out of danger at the bottom of the table. It's Nathan Fuma who will take the throw in for Hertford Town to Alfie Q looking for Kit Brown. Brown though barges into the defender Matthews, and Staines will have themselves a free kick. Just get the feeling that everybody at the stable end wants more here, not content with 4. When you look at those missed chances in the first half, it could quite easily have been 6 or 7. But those chances didn't come back to haunt Hertford, because that one little wobble they had just after the goal went in from Campbell apart. They have been absolutely excellent this afternoon. Ball lands on the halfway line. But Byron's there with Campbell. He's worked as hard as anybody in the Staines Sheridan Campbell this afternoon. As Carney is allowed to turn. Harabi tries the shot. That sums up Staines' afternoon as it goes high and wide of Nick Haynes' goal and caused no problem whatsoever. Well, referee's going to start looking at his watch. He's played nearly 3 minutes of time added on here as Nick Hayes prepares to take the goal kick from the goal away to our left. Full time at Watson Park. Well, Bedfont Sports came back into it, but Ware held on. Finished Ware 3, Bedfont Sports 2. They've had 5 goals there. We've had 5 here, and we're going to get 2 victories as well for our teams in East Herts country. Good night all round as Ogbonna picks the ball up midway inside the Staines half. Emmanuel gets it back, but can't find a Staines teammate, but manages to find Campbell in the end. Campbell's going forward, super challenge by Toby Byron, and Ben Hurd will find Fuma on this near side though. Staines just getting a little bit of possession as the ball put out on that far side, but as I say that, they give the ball away again. Byron hoofs it up front. Alfie Q's the only one there. It doesn't matter because Hertford have secured only their third home league win of the season. Alfie Q with a hat-trick. Luke Geimer with the insurance goal after Sheridan Campbell had just made Ben Hurd's young side doubt themselves for a minute. But it was an excellent performance from Ben Hurd's team. They now will give themselves a significant gap between themselves and the foot of the table. It's been a great afternoon at the Acre Cars, where it's finished Hertford Town 4, Staines Town 1.